Hello there, my name is Andrew Druckman, and I'd like to welcome you to the channel because, after all, the reason why you clicked on that link is because you want to learn how to get customers for your business using content on Facebook. Guess what? You just came to the right place because that's exactly what we are going to be talking about today. Now, if you haven't done so already yet, consider subscribing to Traffic Magic because that is what we do. We talk about different tips and strategies to help you get more people to the front door of your business every single day. Because after all, if you have nobody at the front door of your business, you have no business because that is the bloodline to your business. And also something to keep in mind, I'm going to leave a link in the description down below that's going to give you more of an in-depth training on how to get more people to the front door of your business every single day. Now, without further ado, let's get into the action. So, my first tip I'm going to share with you when it comes to getting customers for your business using content on Facebook is creating a profile surrounding your particular niche of whatever it is that you are going to be working, whatever the product and or services or whatever it is that you are trying to promote. Because what it is now, the reason why I'm going to tell you this before anything else is because as we're going to be going through this video right now, one of the things we're going to be talking about is you're going to be engaging with these people, right? So when you engage with these people, they're going to check out your Facebook profile, and when they see your Facebook profile and they see that that as we're talking through this, they see that everything of what you're doing, it's very congruent with your niche and what it is that you're working. They'll more than likely buy into you. I mean, there's other aspects of work, of course, we're going to talk about, but that's why I think it's personally important to go ahead and make sure you create your Facebook around your particular niche. Now, you can do it with a whole nother Facebook profile. Maybe you don't want to use your Facebook profile, doesn't really matter to me. Or personally, I don't think it matters. If you can, if you want, that's totally up to you. But the main thing that I want to talk about when it comes to your particular niche, this is what you have to understand when you create your Facebook group or your Facebook profile really around your particular niche or whatever it is that you're going to be working is you have to understand exactly who your target audience is going to be. Because the more that you know about your target audience, it puts you in a better position so that this way you can help, this way you can service them, and this way you can help solve their problems and fulfill their needs. Now, excuse me. Now, some things to kind of take under consideration as you're engaging with these people, as you're marketing to people, understanding exactly who your target audience is and understanding what their pain points are and understanding who your target audience is, who's your customer avatar, how old are they younger, are they older, what ethnic background are they black, are they white, are they brown, yellow, etc. Do they live in low income household, do they live in high income household, uh, do they live in a different part of the world or whatever have you? And obviously it's going to be some silly examples of this, but the whole point is the more that you know about them, and especially the more you know about their pain points, it puts you in a better position so this way you can actually market to them properly. So I really hope that that makes sense. That's why it's under, you have to understand that you want to make sure you know exactly who your target audience is and who your customer avatar is. Now, next is having a strong social media presence. Now, the main reason why I'm going to tell you why it's really important to have a strong social media presence is because you have to understand something about this. We are way past the day and age where people are flipping through the yellow pages, reading the news articles when it comes to helping you figure out which business is going to help solve for your problem and fulfill your needs. Because in the grand scheme of things, we're way past that. Everybody and their mama and their mama's mama, they're on the internet. They're on social media. Now, I know today's example is going to be Facebook, but however, though, Facebook is not the only thing that you can necessarily use. It's a great example. You can get a lot of people, you can get a lot of leads off Facebook, but in the grand scheme of things, you can use Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, for example, TikTok, LinkedIn, etc. There's so many different platforms that you can take advantage of. Now, the next thing I actually want to talk about is when we're talking about our target audience, right? Now, this particular example is going to be about weight loss. So, what I will sit here and tell you to do is go ahead and go into the search engine. You would click here and then you would type in weight loss. And just for the sake of this video, so this way I don't run into too many issues when it comes to loading websites up and whatever have you. I will sit here. I went on ahead basically, and I just went ahead and put the search engine in and put in weight loss, so that this way I don't have any issues when it comes to loading time when it comes to my internet. Now, the main thing I want to tell you is, like, after you put in weight loss, say for the sake of this video, what I will sit here now and tell you to do is I will tell you to join. It could be like 5 to 7 Facebook groups at a time. Obviously, don't join like 20 Facebook groups in one day. You're gonna have a real problem at that point, because Facebook's gonna see that and they're gonna be wondering why you're trying to join so many Facebook groups in one day. So I'm gonna tell you, join maybe 5 or 6 Facebook groups at a time, like in a day. If you want to join up to say 30 Facebook groups or whatever have you, feel free to do so if you think you can keep up with that. But the whole point is obviously you want to join at least at least 8 Facebook groups. I want to say it could be 8 Facebook groups, 5 Facebook groups. But the main thing I'm going to tell you is make sure these Facebook groups they have at least more than whether two really more than 2,000 members in there. And the reason why I'm telling you to make sure you're joining these groups that have at least more than 2,000 members in there is because you want to make sure you want to target a large audience, right? Because the more people you can target, the more leads you can actually get for your business. And obviously, I put in weight loss, and you can clearly see here a lot of these Facebook groups have way more than 2,000 members. Okay, well here there's one that's 2.7 members, but you get the idea, right? Okay, there's one that's actually lower than 2,000 members, but obviously you get the idea. There's a lot of these Facebook groups you can easily join that's well over 2,000 members. Now, in this particular example, we're going into weight loss and diet tips help. So this is what I'm going to do, right? Now, if I want to help someone lose weight and I have a diet plan that I know is going to help them lose weight, just like I said, for the example, for the sake of this video, right? What I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm gonna throw in there some content, some free content that's gonna empower them with free information. Now, the importance behind content, as far as putting out good content, and we're gonna talk a little bit more about this, but I want you to understand the reason why you want to give content is you want to build a know, like, and trust with people when you're giving them free information. That's the whole point when it comes to giving free content, because people are going to get to know you through free content. As they get to know you, as you're giving them free information, because you're going to empower them with free information. Obviously, everything of what I'm talking about obviously has to be congruent with your niche, and then they're going to eventually like you, because when you're empowering them with free information and they're getting to know you through this free content, as they begin to like you, because now you're empowering them with free information, they're going to like you for that, because now you're going to eventually at some point build a trust with them as you keep posting content in these Facebook groups. And when you post, and then once they like you and they get to know you and then they trust you, they're going to be more than willing to buy your product and or services of whatever it is that you are trying to sell. Because after all, at this point, now you're building credibility with people as you're building relationships with people. I'm telling you, there is a lot of power when it comes to building relationships with people, because when you build a good strong relationship with people through free content, excuse me, what ends up happening now is that even when you sell them a product later, which we're going to talk about that too, but the thing about it is when you sell them a product, not only can you sell them one product, but more than likely they're going to probably more than likely buy even more than just that one product, because you could probably sell you'll more than likely be able to sell more products to them later on down the road. So there is a lot of power in building relationships. I can't stress that enough. So this is what you do, right? So what you do is, like, for the sake of this video, what I'll sit here and tell you to do is, uh, what I'll tell you to do is go on ahead. Say, like, if you, let's say for the example of this video, let's say your product of whatever of what is it you're serving or what is it you're selling is weight loss, as far as giving them a diet plan. Let's say that was just the the sake of this video, right? So what you do is when you create content, you want to give them tips that's along that particular niche. You might want to let them know, hey, if you want to learn how to lose weight and you want to learn how to lose weight, stay away from these foods. Or if you want to learn how to lose now, if you want to learn how to lose weight, as far as what to eat, these are some of the food groups that you want to make sure um, that you want to eat more of, and whatever have you. Now, you can post content that's like this, like what is that you see, right? When they talk about dark chalk, over here, dark chocolate and its healthy benefits, and then this looks like a smoothie or something of that nature. So this is what I'm going to tell you when it comes to this, right? So if you're willing to put yourself on video, I know when I sit there and I say that, there's a lot of people that get scared because, oh my God, I just absolutely hate doing videos. I'm scared of the camera, or for whatever reason it is. I'm telling you, if you're willing to be uncomfortable, honestly, there's a lot of power in that when you're willing to put yourself out there. Because here's the thing, regardless of what's going on with AI nowadays, right? We still long for human connection. So I really hope that makes sense. So what I'm telling you is don't sell yourself short. Even if you do like a 2-minute video on certain food groups to eat, or you do a 2-minute group on what foods to stay away from, whatever the case might very well be, and you post that in these Facebook groups and engage with these people. And when you're posting in these Facebook groups and you're engaging with them, you have to be willing to constantly keep posting in these Facebook groups every day. Engage with them. And the more that you engage with them, eventually you're going to be able to build a relationship with them. Whether it's just asking questions like, hey, what kind of foods do you like to eat? Or what are some of the reasons why that you can't lose weight? What are some of the problems that you're running into? It's always a good idea to ask your target audience different questions along that niche of what you're working. Don't ever be embarrassed to think that you can't ask questions. Feel free to ask questions, because again, when you're asking questions and you're getting to know your target audience, it puts you in a better position, so that this way you know how to service them properly, because now you understand their pain points of what they're going through. And it could be a multitude of things. Now, of course, when that happens, as you build relationships with these people, as you're giving them free content, as you're engaging with them, you can eventually get them off these Facebook groups. You can get them whether in DMs, or if you create your own Facebook group, you can have them join your Facebook group as well. Sorry about that. Join your Facebook group where you can still give them free content, and eventually at some point you can sell to them, right? Because you've built all this, give them so much free knowledge and free content that they're gonna be more inclined to buy from you. Whether right, when you get them out of these Facebook groups and you DM them, or they might very well want to DM you, however it is that it happens, right? And you can sell to them. Now, another thing, what you can do, and these are the two things I want to leave off with, uh, is one, what you can do is create a lead magnet, where when it comes to, again, giving free content, like for example, in this particular case, if you say, hey, you want to get a hold of maybe I don't know. Maybe I have an ebook. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe you have an ebook and you give something away for free that's congruent with your niche. Maybe you give them an ebook saying like, "Hey, these are some of the food groups that you might want to constantly, steer away from." Right? And if you want that, ebook, right? And you give them a lead magnet. That's what you do. You give them a lead magnet, and you get their you give them something away for free. You give something away to them for free in exchange for their email address. And the reason why you do that, that's also another form of marketing as far as what you can do. Because when you build your email list, right, as far as email marketing, that's how you get people's emails, right? Like, I mean, if it's not that, or maybe if you have like a loyalty program or whatever, if you want to sign them up for, I mean, honestly, the more free stuff you want to give people, the more likely they're gonna more likely want to buy your product. And so, but that's the thing about it, is that's going to be the last part I want to end this video on, is when you get them on your email marketing platform, when you give them something away for free in exchange for their email address, which is what you would use a lead magnet for, and you have them on your email marketing list, that's your traffic. And there's a lot of power in that when it's your traffic, because when it's your traffic and you build relationships with these people as you're giving them free content, you're at that point in time, now that is your traffic, and can't nobody take that away from you. And that's also that's a wonderful thing when you have your own traffic, that you build a relationship with your people on your email list. Now, that's going to be the end of this video for today. So if you felt like you got some value out of this, give me a thumbs up. I would really appreciate that. Leave me your thoughts in the comments section down below, because I always want to know what it is that you got to say. And also, remember, I'm going to leave a link in the description down below that's going to give you more of an in-depth training on how to get more people to the front door of your business every single day. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.